It was a typical morning on the Daily Buzz, the nation's most-watched talk show, known for its unpredictable interviews and controversial moments. The host, Jim Richards, was a seasoned pro when it came to stirring the pot, always looking for ways to challenge his guests and get a reaction. But today, he was about to push too far. Lauren Edwards, the founder of Ebony Essence, a rapidly growing beauty and skincare brand, sat confidently in the hot seat. A woman who had built her business from the ground up, Lauren knew exactly what it meant to fight for her place in a world that often underestimated her. But nothing could prepare her for what Jim had planned. Jim started the interview with his usual charm, but it quickly took a turn. With a grin on his face, he casually asked, "Lauren, do you think your success is more about your business acumen or the fact that you're a minority in a predominantly white industry?" The question hung in the air like a punch waiting to land. Lauren's smile never faltered. She knew exactly what Jim was trying to do. He was trying to paint her success as some kind of lucky break, as though her race was the only reason she had made it. But she wasn't having it. "I built this business because I saw a gap in the market, Jim," she replied, her voice steady, but with an edge. "I worked hard to create a brand that truly understands the needs of women of color. It's not about luck. It's about vision, dedication, and breaking down barriers." But Jim wasn't done. He leaned in, smirking. "So, you're saying your race didn't play a part? That you don't think people are rooting for you because of it?" Lauren's eyes narrowed, but she didn't lose her cool. She had dealt with this kind of questioning before. People who assumed her success was more about her race than her ability. "No, Jim," she said, her voice now sharper, more confident. "What people are rooting for is hard work. What people respect is a product that fills a need. My race has nothing to do with it. This is about a woman creating something from nothing and giving others the chance to do the same." The tension in the room was palpable. The audience could feel it. Jim could sense that Lauren wasn't going to let him get away with this. He tried to steer the conversation back, but it was clear that the dynamic had shifted. And then, Lauren delivered the response that would go viral. "Let me make this clear for you, Jim," she said, her voice cutting through the air like a blade. "I didn't get here because people are rooting for me. I got here because I worked my ass off." If you want to talk about race, let's talk about how the world loves to reduce people of color to their skin color, and not their intellect, their work ethic, or their worth. The room went silent. Jim's smirk faded. The audience, who had been sitting on the edge of their seats, erupted into applause. Lauren's clapback was more than just a response. It was a moment that reverberated across social media, across news outlets, and into the hearts of people everywhere who had ever been underestimated or overlooked. It wasn't just about one woman taking down a talk show host. It was about standing up for the dignity and intelligence of every person who had been reduced to stereotypes. By the end of the segment, the tables had turned. Jim Richards, who was known for making people squirm, was the one who looked uncomfortable. And Lauren? She walked off that stage with the kind of confidence that only comes from knowing you've just changed the narrative.